What's up, everyone? It's Himini. As you can see, today is a beautiful day. Today's the day I received my new microphone. Got my watermelon knife right here, and thanks to the input you guys provide, I was told that my microphone was having some problems. It was sounding like a bag of chips, and I didn't realize it at first, but when I watched my videos with headphones on, it did end up sounding like a bag of chips. So I appreciate it, and thank you for being nice about it and having a sense of humor as well. So, first impressions when I open this up, the box looks really nice and it feels like premium, heavy. Looks pretty nice as well. Let's get this opened up. My watermelon knife. Having some trouble doing this with one hand, but this is what I can do for now. So here's some warranty information, some other products they have, and a manual. Let's get this foam out of the box. So here's the microphone. It looks awesome. I like the color scheme on it. It's well packaged also. Feels pretty solid, like heavy and well built. So it doesn't really feel cheap. And here's a braided USB cable to connect to your computer. They give you plenty of length in case you need to route the cable to a mount for the mic. And here's the included mount adapter in case you already have a standard microphone mount. There's a tap to mute button on top. Here's a dial that changes the volume of the microphone without needing any extra software or anything like that. That's what I like about this mostly. And on the back you can see here's a dial to switch between the 4 different recording modes. I gotta try those out and see what's the best. The stand has these bungee cord things on it as shock absorbers. Prevents like typing or desk noise, you tapping on the desk, from ending up in the video. Here are some of the features. There's the anti-vibration shock mount, tap to mute on top, and they say it's designed for streaming. I guess that's because you can change the sound settings with the dials. Design Awards 2019, probably because it looks sick. 2-year guarantee, certifications or whatever, and their website. Oh, and it can be used on PC, PS4, and Mac. There's 4 selectable polar patterns, not sure what that means, but that is the dial that's on the back. There's built-in headphone jack so you can hear how your voice sounds as you use the microphone, and a gain control adjustment, which is the thing on the bottom. Again, here's what it's compatible with and all the applications it's guaranteed to work with. So let's get it set up and see how it looks like on my desk with my setup. This is what it looks like on my desk. I really like how it matches my setup, the scheme I'm going for. It looks nice and aggressive, not like other boring microphones that I've seen. So the only next thing to see is the quality of the microphone and see how it is. I like how it looks though, and it really catches the eye. There's the red light that's illuminating it, and that's the indicator if it's muted or not. Right now it's unmuted, and when you tap the top, the LED indicator goes off to show that it's off. I'd probably just keep it on because it looks sick. But yeah, I like how it's just a tap button. By the way, if you want to see a video on my mouse and how I use it, let me know down in the comments. It's a pretty sick mouse, and all its lighting and buttons are highly customizable. So you guys tell me, is this microphone good or is the previous microphone better? Just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. So I know most of you are here for the stocks, so let's check out what happened on Friday. Here is MIST, and it's running going into late day. This is a great lesson on why you shouldn't chase a stock like this and why chasing overall is just a terrible habit to get accustomed to. Yes, it's breaking over the previous day high, but the last time this had decent odds of an entry is back on the dip to the 9 area after going green pretty convincingly. Even buying this on a dip back to the previous day high isn't great because the stock pushed so hard in such a short amount of time. So this move is typically unsustainable. In the past few months and weeks, many traders have gotten spoiled with runners that just keep going after a move like this. But the last few days the market has changed a little bit, and you have to recognize that. Chasing in hot markets will only make the habit more of a habit, and when the market conditions change, you will get burned pretty badly doing something like this. So now let's just watch how it plays out. Some people may be thinking to dip buy this right now, but it rejected the high pretty convincingly, and dip buying in the afternoon is typically lower odds if you don't have a support level nearby. The reason why dip buying in the afternoon is not great odds is because there's only such a limited amount of time in the trading day for the stock to recover. Whereas a midday panic or a morning panic, traders have a lot of time on their hands to make decisions and to decide whether they're going to be holding this stock or selling it that day. In the afternoon, typically supports won't hold that well if a stock is tanking because people just want their money out of the market before the close, and they just want less risk of holding overnight. So far it's rejecting this 10 area. And keep in mind, this stock has really big range, and when a stock has big range like this, if you're getting in for a trade, you need to have a really wide risk. So I just tend to avoid these stocks with massive range because I'm not comfortable with wide risk, and I don't really want to go into a stock with even smaller size than I already use. So I'll just leave this for the guys who like having wide risk levels. So far, the stock just looks like it had a fake breakout over the previous day high, and now it's going back towards that red-green level, green-red level. If you're dip buying this in this area, your risk is like way under that green-red level. So I don't know why you would be buying this right now, because if you risk on that red-green level, green-red level, then you're basically just going to get shaken out with this type of stock. These types of stocks with massive range, they can play around with key levels like red, green, and end up actually recovering them. So now I'm pulling up ASNA on the left, and I pulled it up on the level 2 as well. This is a cheaper stock, and this stock seems to be breaking its day high. So let's see how this plays out. But again, this is a lesson on why you shouldn't be chasing. If you chased MIST up in the 11s or the 1050s, now you're pretty much like wondering, when am I going to cut this? And that's probably your exit right there. But on ASNA, this thing, it has a better chance of running. But again, if you're buying right now, you're chasing way off that support level in the 70s and 80s area. So this thing can come down pretty quickly, and you don't want to be stuck in this thing trying to sell right before the market close and then like ruin your weekend basically. But chasing is basically 50-50 odds, and we're seeing this right now right in front of us, because here's ASNA and it's continuing its break, and here's MIST. It had a pretty nice push, but now it's failing, and if you chase, you're pretty much screwed right now. Let's see how these things end up closing. If you want to play a game of 50-50, well, you might as well take these setups, but honestly, it's not worth it, and sometimes your odds are even less than 50-50. So you could buy 10 of these in a row if you're chasing, and all 10 can end up being losers, and pretty big losers, because the stock has already had an overreaction, and now it's coming back down to basically digest that reaction. So most of the time you'll end up chasing and either getting out for a small loss, or it's going to be a pretty ugly loss. And look at these things. MIST straight back to red, tanking after the close. And ASNA looking like it's trying to spike after hours, but I wouldn't be surprised if that gaps down Monday, as well as MIST gapping down. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you like my new microphone, let me know in the comments, and also let me know what you think of my new intro song. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos. Take care, everyone.